Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Go by the name me, myself, and I. Epic it was. Remember to like and share to this amazing video that I've been providing for you. But before I introduce this amazing, beautiful lady right here, yes, thank you always for subscribing, liking, and sharing. I'm here with
Beulah
Beulah,
from Atlanta.
Georgia.
Yes,
How is Ghana treating you?
I love Ghana. It's treating me, as far as the historical side, how should I say, the place is very beautiful. Lots of historical sites, lots of things to see, lots of things to do.
Where have you been so far in Ghana?
I've been to Cape Coast, Elmina. I've been to the mountains. I've been to the markets. And now I'm here at Labadi Beach.
Okay.
So I've been a lot of different places since I've been here.
Is it wealthy?
It's worth it. It's worth it. Would I come back? Yes. But I know basically you have to pack a lot of patience when you do come with the people. I don't know if it's a language barrier, but they don't communicate very well.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a cultural thing, but I don't know if I'm portraying the U.S. norms here.
Okay.
But I guess I'm used to, like, for example, today we had a massage
Okay.
and the lady took us into the room. Normally somebody would say, okay, let us know when you're ready, or they come back and like, oh, are you ready?
Oh wow.
But instead we had to go outside in a room to let them know that we're ready. See, I'm not used to that, I guess.
So you have to go and tell them you are ready, so they should
Right.
come and do the massage on you.
Right. Yeah. So stuff like that. And even like the restaurants, the waiting game, it's real. I watched the YouTube video before I came here, and they said that you gotta pack and bring plenty of snacks in Ghana
Okay.
because the restaurant, when you go to a restaurant, they're not in a hurry to cook your food. You can wait a good hour or more
Is it
for
because
a
they want to
meal.
cook it to be good for you? That's why they wait for longer.
That could be part of the reason, but at least explain that to us.
Okay.
And what I'm used to in America is like if you have a party of like say six, when they bring the meals, they bring it to everybody. Here, they're gonna bring two dishes. Sometimes the two people finish eating before the other two or the other three comes.
Okay.
I'm used to them rolling out the table with everything.
Okay.
So everybody eat together, everybody finish together. Not one person finish eating, then you have to wait for two other people to finish
Okay.
because the food came out late.
Um,
I guess once again maybe it's a US thing, but I like the food. The food is good. It's for the most part it's healthy. It's organic. So I love that.
what are some of the have you tried so far in Ghana?
I've tried. I've eaten a lot of steamed vegetables. I love the way they cook the steamed vegetables. It's not mushy or anything like you could tell it's been picked and cut and cooked. You know, you could tell it's fresh basically. I've tried the yams. I've tried the jello fries. The fish. I love fish.
Okay.
Try a lot of fish. I haven't tried a lot of local drinks. I haven't had palm wine.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of local ladies, they had like the pineapple ginger, they have the watermelon, cucumber.
Sobolo.
I don't know about the sobolo. I don't know what that is.
The people of Ghana receiving you, getting to know that you are from America.
The people are nice. The people are nice. They're very mannerable.
Okay.
The please and the thank you. Even when you're irritated with them, yes ma'am, no ma'am, and you're welcome. You're welcome. I hear that a lot. It kind of eases the frustration, but they're very nice. It's just a lot of time they don't communicate like in
Is that
between the lines.
Okay.
It's like there's a communication barrier. It's like you got to read in between the lines, which is almost not everybody can do that. Not everybody can read in between the lines. So if you can't, then you'll be stuck. basically. Like, okay, what do I do? Okay, where do I go?
That were you able to get what you needed if the communicate wasn't really well?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. If they communicate, or a lot of times it's almost like they don't think about it,
Okay.
because like even at where we're staying, we had an issue with the water, and apparently it wasn't communicated to our agent that was taking it. Agent, I think they call her, that was taking care of us.
Okay.
But there's also some things that she dropped the ball and didn't tell us. So when we
Oh.
bring it to, she was like, oh, okay. It's like it never occurred to her to say it. So I think, like I say, it seems like a lot of stuff is like maybe they feel like should go without saying.
Okay.
But I think with America, they always stress communication, communication, communication. Like, you leave no stones unturned. I'm gonna say, okay, your jacket is red, yellow. You have a zipper. It's like details. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's a lot the detail issue. The lady was nice. It's just that she left a lot of details out. Even yesterday, we went to a restaurant, and the food, we had some shrimp. The food was not good.
Okay.
It wasn't seasoned, and the shrimp, it was overall not good. We complained to the manager. He was sweet. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, so I'm sorry. But there was no resolve.
Okay.
What would have, to me, what would have been a thing would for him to say, what can we do to make it better? Is there anything else we can bring you? But he apologized profusely. But can we give you 50 Ghana CDs off the bill? But none of that was done. We were charged the same money, just an apology, period. I guess, like I say, I don't want to bring American stuff down here because I'm from the islands too, so I can relate that we're proud people. We are tough, you know. So we have that pride and stuff like that. But I feel like a resolve would have gone a long way. Because now I'm looking at you like I'm not coming back to your restaurant because you didn't resolve the issue. You didn't make it right.
But she apologized to you.
It was a him. He apologized.
Okay.
He apologized. But I feel like it should have gone a little further. Then it was okay. Well, I can give them some grace. I'm gonna give them a second chance. But when you handle it like that, I'm not coming back.
Oh, okay. If you have a restaurant, please try your best to not just to say sorry, okay, but try to discount it, right?
Discount it. Give a free drink. Ask if, because the shrimp that we have, they could have said, well, okay, we can cook you something else. What do you want? We don't mind paying. And I feel like if you're gonna pay for something, it should be I'm not saying everything is 100%, but if you're gonna pay for some food, you want it to be edible.
Yeah.
Especially if you're hungry. So that's my thing. If you're not gonna give any money back, then offer something else.
Before you visiting to Africa, what are some of the things that you heard about Africa? And you being in Ghana, you've seen something different.
I've seen a lot of difference. I think when you before you come, you hear a lot more. You almost think like it's like, in other words, it's almost put out there like it's worse than when you're here.
Okay.
So I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm experiencing it for myself. Even with just the yellow fever vaccine, we felt like there was like, oh no, you got to make sure you wear long sleeve, and you got to do this and do that, stuff like that, which I think a lot of that is not always true. So when you come and you see a difference, you're like, okay, you can really relax. At first it was like, oh my God, I don't know what to expect. I wonder what this is like, anticipating the worst, almost. But when you're here and you see, like you say, the people and the place, and just the deep roots and the deep culture and deep history, it just gives you a brand new appreciation for life and the struggles that people been through.
So let me say, in terms of the culture or in terms of the history, what have you learned so far in Ghana?
As far as the history, I've learned, like we say, we visited the slave trade. We learned the history of the slave, the way they were treated, the way that how they stayed in the cage, and it was just, we went to the river. We just give homage to the people with the first bath and stuff like that. It was just an eye-opening experience for me. That was very, very spiritual, very, very spiritual. We had our name, I love naming ceremony. I love that part of it as well.
Okay.
You
So,
know, it's
what's your
like,
name?
yeah,
Okay. Why, yeah?
because I was born on Thursday,
Okay.
and that I mean, I learned a lot. You know, I learned a lot. So yeah, that part, and I learned the history. We went to the park of the first prime minister, first
Okay.
president. I can't say his name correctly, but can you say his name for me?
Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of Ghana.
Huh?
Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah,
Dr. Kwame
Nkrumah,
Nkrumah.
the first president of Ghana.
Right, right. And I learned a lot about his life. I heard about him, but just being there at the museum, learn about his life, um, political life, personal life, how he fought, people and stuff like that, and what he stands for. I learned a lot about that. A lot of history. A lot of history in Ghana.
But do you think it's really worth it to learn about all this kind of history?
Yes, I do. I
Why?
do. Like I say, as a people, as a person, it gives you a lot. It puts a lot in perspective.
Okay. Are you just learning it for learning sake?
Yes, I am.
For just learning sake?
But for learning and for experience and for sharing, especially with family and friends.
What are some of the things that you think we can do to bridge the gap together?
I think we can love ourselves more and not get caught up in like, oh, my skin is too dark. Oh, I got to get the long hair. Oh, I got to do this. Just love ourselves where we're at. Appreciate our melanin. Appreciate our culture, our values, our morals, our education. Spread it and just be proud. Be a proud people and not get caught up in the rat race.
I have so many questions to ask you, but if you wish a question that you wish I should have asked you and I did not ask you, what would be that question?
Um, Maybe how to. Well, I don't know if it's a question that you didn't ask me yet, but how could we bridge the gap basically between like maybe people in America and people here? Not just people, because you have people who's like, oh yeah, I'm African American, but do you really know what that means? Do you really know what African American means? Or it's just something to say? It's just a thing to say.
That's the question you want me to ask you. So, can you answer?
I feel, well, I just don't feel like we should say it unless we really mean it. Because I'm not the I'm not the type to follow, like, go along to get along person. I just feel like I have, like, now I'm here. I experience Africa, whatever part of Africa myself. Then I could say okay, but still I'm not as. I still got a ways to go. Basically, I know I have a good ways to go. So I just feel like you shouldn't just say just because it's just a thing to say. Period.
So it shouldn't just be a thing to say, "Oh, I'm African American," right?
No, it shouldn't.
It should implement in yourself.
Right. It shouldn't be embodied in your soul. It should be an embodiment and a representation, and just the way you carry yourself. It just should be like an aura. It should be like you already traveled, you already experienced certain things, you know certain things, you have education, you research, just a lot of different factors. Without, I don't know, maybe it's just me.
No, I mean, it's not just you, maybe someone out there. So leave your comment in the comment section. Let me know what she's talking about. It also means a lot because we are learning every day and we're bridging the gap every day because we have to do it. We have to do it together. Togetherness we can. You understand? Division we fall apart. If you have a message for African Americans watching you right now, what would be that message?
Everybody who call themselves African American need to take a trip to Africa, learn something, explore the culture, the food, the way people live, the rich, the poor, the middle class. Just take a trip. Don't just say African American just because you can. Let it be something that you deeply rooted and grounded in.
Wow. Thank you. Can we do this? Peace out.
Peace.
Black Power.